Well, this is me, and this is my world. Let's have a look. All you got to remember is my life for me is working on perfect. Perfect. What's perfect? Well, sunshine. I bought this place just over 3 years ago now, and I only ever really wanted somewhere to park my camper and tell the world to swivel. Bit of a hatred for, not hatred, I won't say that, a dislike for how the system treats us all. And I was fortunate enough to be in a position to be able to buy somewhere where I can get off the Ferris wheel, get off that treadmill, unleash those concrete chains. And so I decided that due to 13 years of van life and getting places to park up, finding it harder and harder, reasoning being more and more people are doing it because vloggers, etc., make it popular, cost of living makes it a necessity. I want to say popular or desired, a necessity. And so I just wanted somewhere so I could just be myself. Here I am, myself. But yeah, my world is it. This is the track going down into my world. Bearing in mind what you see behind me there, it's all trees. This place was nothing but trees. Oh, and brambles, as you can see. I'm pointing at the bloody camera because I'm shit at this. But there you go. I mean, there's brambles and they're everywhere. Plenty of blackberries. So, and yeah, lots and lots of. So basically, walking down into my world, which is this. When I saw it, I'd looked at many different places, which then was lots of places up for sale. But COVID again has something that sort of lifted the popularity of land, and land and woodland and anywhere to try and be off grid is getting harder and harder. Downside more expensive. So, but you know, I was very fortunate, and I seem to have got in under the 11th hour stay of execution, just slipped under the wire, and I was lucky. But everywhere, you'll see a little bit more in a minute, but everywhere was just like this. And this track was the only track that basically comes down to where I've made my world and beyond through to the other part of it. It's 18 acres over two sections, all one, but it's two sections. And then, you know, mishaps in life. Had a car, it blew up. So instead of just scrapping it, it was useful for bits and pieces and spares and so no, we keep hold of that one because it's a Vauxhall. People like bits and pieces occasionally, but no. And I never had a clue. As I said, all I wanted was somewhere I could park my camper and get off the Ferris wheel. Everything that's happened, and as you will see over time, that's changed me, evolved me. Um, Lower nature has grown on me. You name it. So many different things. Spare set of wheels for my car, my disco, and that. But this world is just a nice world. For me, it works. I have the peace and quiet. The odd tractor, as you can hear in the background, sheep, cows. But this, at the end of the day, is predominantly my world. My two girls there. Best things I ever done. Then you've got the allotment there. You've got the polytunnel with my car. That's what I call the guest wing, is the caravan, which was donated to me. Got a solar system on top of that that feeds up to the hut, plus another solar system on the hut. All of this chippings and that you see behind me here, I exchanged that for a car. The scrappier schemes on cars, I've got £400 for an old Nissan X-Trail that was knackered, and I spent £325 on having a load of stone delivered. So there was enough there to get the stone, get the car park area done, put some fuel into the car, go down to the fish and chip shop and treat myself to fish and chips. A takeaway meal. Something I don't have that often nowadays because the nearest one is 7 miles away. You get used to that. You know, for the people in the modern world, it's like, what's just around the corner? Nothing's just around the corner here. That took me a while to adjust. And then, you say, I just slowly created, no notice, no knowledge of any sense. Oh, better knowledge. I had to fell a lot of trees because this was all trees. And all this, what you see behind it was all knotweed. You know, I had to treat that year after year. I had to get rid of a lot of trees to be able to create a space where I can live. And then you carry on down here, and it's an area that, I mean, we had a lot of water running. That used to run all the way down, that way down there. So what we've done was I've dug a ditch in down here, so that the water goes across the land and not down through the land. And you get there with it. It's hard work. It's not easy. You hear all these stories of people wanting to live off grid because they think it's an easy life. They think they can buy a bit of land and just sit on it and do nothing. Mother Nature will tell you that doesn't happen, and you really do have to struggle sometimes. And I've struggled and struggled and struggled. I've put my back out I don't know how many times in trying to fight for everything. I mean, everything I've done, 85% of everything here, I have had help. In the early days with a very good friend of mine who's a digger driver to carve out bits and pieces, which you'll see at a later date. And but 85% of everything you see here, that's 42.5% of it. The other 42.5% of it is holding the camera. And but yeah, that's my allotment. And you've got the shed behind me there. Behind that is a generator. And then we go down, there's one log store. Then we got the container, and as you can see the container, there's a little storage there and where the blue sheet is, and you can see my hut. The hut was built by me in a month. Never built anything like that in the past. I built it though in a month, and it was in the January, and if it wasn't raining, it was blowing like a gale, and if it wasn't blowing a gale, there was snow, and it was just everywhere that you could have had in a January, apart from nice warm sunny weather, I had it. And I worked as many hours as I could every day, what with having to travel distances to get to builders merchants. Like the nearest screw fix was 21 miles away. That takes time, and every time I had to go out and get something, that's half a day I lost. And quite often I'd forget something when I got there. Joys of not being 21, but that is predominantly my world. It's a world that suits me. I will be biased about everything because I've learned to love it and I enjoy it. I have a very small pension. It's not totally livable. No, I'm not 67. I was able to get that at 55. I still have to go to work in the summer to earn enough pennies to feed me and my girls, pay for the car to be on the road, etc, etc. It's not an easy world. It's getting easier because a lot of the hard work is the preparation, the building, the constructing, getting things levels. Like, you know, I've got one of these tents, got that cheap on Marketplace. Lovely couple. They're not very windproof. So what did I do? I got my digger, dug a hole, put it in. There we go. It's survived 2 years now. So, and then we go up the slope, and here, the throne. The long drop. First thing I ever done when I got a digger. I tracked the digger up here, and then dug a hole, and then made the throne room. All of that was made out of scrap wood, donated wood from friends that had just, yeah, do you want some wood, do you want some wood? I spent £1.70 something on the hooks for the door. I mean, the roof, bit of board, bit of DPM just to keep the rain off of it. The art of trying to achieve something with what everybody else deems as useless, rubbish, shit, crap. It's not cost me money, you know, to try and make something out of nothing. I think it should be an art form, personally speaking. And then we've got my piece de resistance. There we go.